personnel or casualties?
I don't have any information on casualties right now.
Mayor Muska, we understand there may have been a fire reported at the plant prior to the explosion.
Yes, the plant was on fire prior to the explosion. It was pretty fully engulfed when I arrived, and then it blew up. So yes.
Who was working on the fire at the time of the explosion?
West.
The town of West Fire Department?
West Fire Department.
Was it a volunteer fire
Yes.
department? And how many folks did y'all have out there?
I'm not sure. 5 or 6.
You say that happened around 6:30?
6:30 to 7 o'clock. I'm not sure exactly what time.
Are all those guys accounted for? Or?
Not at this time.
When we arrived and we were driving around the area, we saw multiple fires just scattered all over homes, barns. Do you have any idea of how many homes?
Not at that radius. I don't know the number of homes. It's about a 5-block radius, so we'll know more tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Are we talking homes being destroyed or just
The winds are blown out, shattered. I went by my house and it's pretty much a mess.
Well, I know
no doors, no windows, no roof. I got the roof, I guess. So, but that's the immaterial stuff. We got to look for our people first, and then we can build these houses back. So
has the wind?
Wind is blowing from the north, and it's or from the south right now. It's going to change about 3 o'clock, and that's when we're going to have to possibly look at the situation then. But I think it should be all under control, at least that part, the ammonia by 3 o'clock.
From how far away are people responding?
We've had people from Waco and all over. I can't even tell you the number, but we've had a lot, and we've actually had some that we just turned away because we have enough to do what we need to do.
What was the first thing that went through your mind when you felt and heard that? What did it feel like to you?
It just blew my hat off, and then I heard it. I felt it before I heard it.
You mean literally?
Yes. Yes, and blew my rearview mirror off my glass. So it was a very powerful explosion.
How about toxic gases?
Well, that's what we're looking at. That's what we have hazmat there for, and so that was a big concern. And hazmat out of Waco's taking care of that. So that's under control.
Anhydrous ammonia? Is that what we're fearful of here?
Well, right now it's in the air, so yeah, but it's drifting out, and so those people are evacuated.
Mayor, what do they make it?
Fertilizer.
Ammonia fertilizer?
Just fertilizer for crops.
How long have you lived here and how long have you been mayor?
I've been living here all my life, and been mayor for 2 years, 2.5 years.
To repeat, Mayor, for folks who may be just joining us, the most important thing you want people to know right now, if you live in this area, if you don't live in this area, what would you tell people?
I'd say stay inside because of the gas. Stay inside tonight. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but everything should be under control. Those people on the north side of town that this affected, they are going to Abbott. So if you have anybody that you're concerned about, you can contact them at the Abbott School. In Abbott.
The north side of town are being evacuated, not the whole town?
No, not the whole town, just that 5-block radius.
5-block radius, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Mayor?
Thank you, Mayor.
Mayor, I'm Dave Anderson with CNN.
Okay.
I'm wondering if we could do a live interview through the phone.
All right, once again, you've been watching a live news conference with Tommy Muska. He is the mayor of the community of West. We got a lot of new information from the mayor here. Apparently a 5 to 6 block area, very heavily damaged, people in that area of town being evacuated tonight to the Abbott School. The mayor made a comment that I'm sure made everybody take pause. He said, a lot of people will not be here tomorrow.
Yeah, Brian, I wrote that down. He said it was a cut across their hearts.
Right, and he is asking for everybody's prayers tonight. We learned more about the sequence of events, about how this happened. The mayor told us that about 6:30, 7 o'clock earlier this evening, the fertilizer plant was on fire. He described it as being fully engulfed. The mayor is also a firefighter. He said he was about a block away and he was headed there to help fight this fire when the explosion happened. It was so powerful, it blew his helmet off.
Not only his helmet, it blew the mirror off of the rear view mirror off of his car. And he mentioned West was in these towns. You have to remember the fire departments are not very big. They had 5 to 6 firefighters at that plant working this fire when that explosion happened. That could very well be the majority of their fire department. And right now, those firefighters, for the most part, are not accounted for. He said right now they're going door to door. This is what they're doing right now. Their number one goal, going door to door looking for survivors and the deceased. NBC5's Ben Russell, you were at that press conference. We heard you asking him some great questions. So kind of recap the new information that we just learned, Ben.
Don't have anything.
I would say as far as the new information we just got from Mayor Tommy Muska, the mayor of West, who is still here in the room. We're still in the area where this happened. Perhaps right off of the bat, he's telling folks who live north of this West chemical plant, fertilizer plant, to stay inside. They are concerned about air quality, but I want to be clear that he made it very clear that they're just specifically talking about people north. That's because that's the way the air is blowing. If you live to the west, to the east, perhaps if you feel you're in a danger zone, perhaps stay inside or perhaps leave the area. But right now, their main concern is that wind that could carry chemical fumes from this fire going. He tells us the fire is under control right now. That's important to note. What else did we find as we look at this point? He said they want to make sure everyone is accounted for, and they say that could take some time. He would not make any specific comment as to the number of people hurt or perhaps killed in this situation. I believe he wants to be very accurate in those terms, so at this point he's not willing to make a call as to what exactly is going on here. When asked what people need in this area, he says there is plenty of help already in place. He said it very frankly, what people need right now is prayers. He said this is the worst thing that's ever happened to this town. A lot of people are hurt, and there may be a lot of people not here tomorrow. So they need prayers, and the help, though, is here, and perhaps there's even still more on the way. Amanda?
All right, Ben, I think, Brian, you had a question.